Hey there folks, it's been a while since I've sort of done a just basic channel update, and I thought I'd talk a little bit about where Spilt Milk is going and a little bit about its origins too if you're relatively new to the channel. I started the channel almost 10 years ago, mostly as a fun thing, and later in life I discovered that I really enjoyed helping people get out and catch fish. So I just decided to make this a little bit more of a serious endeavor in the last couple of years. But I always like to be realistic about being a YouTuber as a living. It's a very challenging career that takes a lot of effort, and like any business, it takes time to build it up and you have to invest in it before it returns. One of the things I found is that I really do feel like being a YouTuber has enriched my life in a lot of ways. So just looking back, in 2021, that was the first year that I really took this very seriously. I had about 1.5 million views. I got about 150,000 total hours of watch time, and I gained something like 6,000 subscribers. And this year so far, I've got already 1.4 million views, so I'm easily going to surpass last year's numbers by several 100,000 if things keep going. And I've already got 132,000 hours of view time. That's actually 15 years of people's time. So it does give me pause to sit and think about what am I doing, and is it important enough that it's taking up 15 years of people's lives? And I have to look at the sustainability side of it. That is the economic side of it. And if I look at that, people always ask me how much money I make on YouTube, and I'm not shy about talking about how much I do make. And I get direct ad revenue, those annoying ads, those pop-ups that you guys have to deal with. That's the small price you pay in order to gain access to my content, which I hope is educational, entertaining, and inspiring. Last year I made about $10,000 off of the ad revenue, and this year I'm already at 9, so I'll probably surpass last year by several thousand. But that's not big numbers, right? Like you start adding up the cost of the travel, gas, bait, licenses, all that stuff. It pretty much eats up all of that and leaves almost no room for a salary. The only thing that makes that sustainable, the only way I can keep doing this, is because I have support through my patrons, because people are doing a really good job of buying things through the affiliate links, and also fundraisers I've done. I've sold the hats and things like that. It's made possible these really popular projects like Kokanee across America. And so I'm just really grateful that that I have that additional support. I don't think I could keep doing this without that support. So to that end, YouTube's actually recently changed its policies on membership, and I'm going to go ahead and initiate YouTube memberships. It'll have basically the same level of benefits as Patreon does, but several people have asked me, because they already use YouTube TV or whatever, and they just want to be able to add that subscribership onto my channel on there. So I will be doing that very shortly. So if you see that membership button down below, you can always join that way. Or if you just want to make a one-time donation, you can use the thanks button. You can just make a one-time donation if a particular video was super helpful or you just want to give to the channel. But yeah, really it's all those other little things that really create the financial support network for the channel. And a lot of people will think, you know, even with all of that, I'm still a long way from getting the channel to where I want it to be in terms of financial sustainability, but it's getting there. And I'm just treating it like any other business, and the more I put into it, the more I'm getting out of it. And you guys have been doing a great job supporting me on that, and I really appreciate it. But one of the other things is that it's actually made me rich in another way, okay? And the main thing is I had a job working, well, almost 10 years I worked in retail in fishing departments, and It's not really my education background, but I took a job in there during sequestration when I couldn't find work because I just got out of grad school. I needed something that sort of fill the gaps while I was looking for work. And I found helping people catch fish was very fulfilling for me. Unfortunately, retail is not a really good place to make a career. And I would work really hard for companies and I really wouldn't get that much in return. But I found it fulfilling. And so when I started this YouTube channel and quit my job, which was crazy right at the beginning of the pandemic, I was a little bit terrified to do that. I was scared. But it's been better than I imagined because it's a job that I'm excited to get out of bed for. I found it very fulfilling. I have a deep passion for helping people catch fish. I get to be outdoors most days, and I get to be physically active rather than standing behind a desk or, you know, just sitting in a department store. Another thing that's given me that I'm really appreciative of is it's given me time. When I had a retail job, I was in my car 2 hours a day getting back and forth to work, and then at work for 8.5 hours a day. It just ate up my whole day. I get home, I was exhausted and didn't have time to cook good meals, spend time with my wife, and didn't have the energy. And now I have that. I have that flexibility to be here to cook great meals using all that fish and food that I harvest, grow, or catch. And it's been really fulfilling in order to have that time. But the big thing that I didn't really anticipate is I have a lot more time to answer questions from you guys. So I used to get just tons of emails and messages, and I just didn't have time to get to them all. Now I do, and that's really great. I get to connect with you, the viewer, one-on-one, and that's been really fulfilling. So that's really enriched my life. And lastly, I think, you know, it's an important thing that a lot of people struggle with today. I grew up in the generation where I was taught I could be anything, right? I could grow up to be whatever I wanted, and my job should make me happy. And maybe that's not the way we raise kids today, but that's how I was raised, and it's just something I've come to believe in. But it gives me purpose, and I love that. I love being able to get out of bed and be excited about what I'm doing, and being excited about connecting with people and helping people catch fish. And you know, I know a lot of people work really hard and they don't have the time to get out there and dial in these fisheries, and the aim of my video is to make that possible for you to get out there from your busy schedule, get on some fish on your weekend, and have a good time and make those memories that are going to last your whole life. So I really do love what I do. I never expect my channel to be a huge channel. I'm never going to go viral. This is not the type of content I produce. What I produce is, what I aim to produce is really helpful, educational, inspirational content that helps you get out there on the water and be a better angler. All right, guys, so it looks like I'm going to keep going with this channel. I'm going to double down and try and really make the most of this life that I've chosen. And I really appreciate your support. I know you don't think it means that much, but you know, just coming onto the channel, clicking those affiliate links, making those donations, and a huge thank you to my patrons. You really do make this possible. This actually would not be possible. I couldn't just do this on Google AdSense alone. I mean, I still have to be fair to myself. I still have to make a living, and I wish I wasn't bound by the rules of a capitalist society, but that's it. That's just the way it is. Because I love being able to help people, and I want to do it no matter what. So anyways, thanks so much. That's enough of me rambling, and I hope you enjoy the content. If you ever want to see something specific, don't be afraid to put it in the comment section below. You guys are the source of my inspiration for content ideas. Almost all my content ideas come from questions in the comment section, so never be afraid to ask. All right, I'll see you guys next time out on the water. Just remember, fish smarter, not harder.